Trump is not the answer to this country. Jesus is the only one who is the true answer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Guys, let me tell you about a miracle that happened today. This wouldn't be a complete video about a day in the life with my toddler if we didn't talk about poop. Hi everybody, I'm so excited to be back to YouTube. I'm planning on coming back now and making videos, and I had a wonderful break. It was so wonderful just to take time off from YouTube, and I did finish writing my book, and currently it's in the stage of having a beta reader go over it and point out ways I can improve it, and then from there we will have to do the editing, formatting, book cover, and all of that. And I'm really hopeful that it can be finished by January, hopefully. So that's really exciting, and I'm so thankful that that stage is past, that the writing stage is over, and I'm finished with that. But I missed making videos. I literally was thinking about you guys the whole month and wondering how you're doing. I'm just so happy to be back, and I'm really looking forward to continuing this channel. And I felt like I got a fresh vision for the channel and like a fresh inspiration, a fresh vision for where we're going with this channel, and I'm really happy about that, and I'm looking forward to all the ways that it's going to move forward. But I thought maybe I would film a little vlog and just talk about what happened during the month off that we had, and it's going to be a fun day. Those of you who are in climates where you're getting snow, can you believe that I'm getting warm in my jacket? The sun is shining and it's a beautiful day. Liam brought his gardening tools, and now in the random flower bed along the street he's digging while the dog is climbing into the bush. We did get like a week of rain, maybe 2 weeks ago. It rained for like 7 days, and one day in particular it just poured and poured and poured and poured. It was crazy, but thankfully that weather doesn't last forever here, and I'm so thankful we don't get snow. And it does get a little bit chilly in the evenings. It gets down to like maybe 37 at night, or 40 degrees, it's somewhere in there. Thankfully it warms up to like 60 in the daytime, so it's really not too bad. Right now, we're not actually at home. We are at my friend's house, and if you saw the dog in the clips from us walking, that is not our dog. It's my friend's dog, and they're gone for the holidays, Thanksgiving, and so I was watching him while they're gone, and he is such a loving, friendly dog. Like, if he could just see all of you guys on the other side of the screen, he would just come up and lick you and want you to pet him, and he is just such a friendly dog. I have never seen, like, literally as we're walking along the street, he'll see people in their cars and be like wanting to get their attention. Like, he is so friendly. He just wants everybody to be his friend, and he is such a loyal dog, and he misses his owners very much when they're gone and gets really depressed and sad. I've heard that's typical of pugs, but he is just such a friendly dog and loves attention, and every time you're eating in front of him, he will beg to eat your food. Like, you just have to give him a piece of food every time because he just begs and begs. But he's just such a nice dog and fairly easy to take care of, so we've been doing that for the past like 10 days, and just walking him morning and evening and making sure he's got food and water, and yeah, thankfully he doesn't take a lot of attention. What did you make? You made a little car?
Me.
You made a little car? Liam recently turned 3, and so over the past like month or so, he has just been going to the next level in so many ways. In the first 2 years of his life, I would say he was just completely dependent on me for everything. And now he is going to the stage of becoming independent, and like that battle that you face of they have to learn how to be independent from you, but they also still do depend on you for everything. And so it's just this huge battle all the time of like, he will come to me and ask me for help, and then I'll go to help him and he'll be like, oh no, I don't want you to help me. I want to do this myself. So that's something that we're definitely working on. I feel like motherhood has been a really big mindset shift for me. I've had to do so much mindset work in motherhood because, you know, being a mom is hard. And there's just so much to learn, and I feel like it's so humbling because I have as much to learn from Liam as he needs to learn in real life. Like, he's learning so much and I'm learning so much from him as well. Like, it's just so humbling if you approach it from an attitude of like, yes, I'm the parent, and yes, I have authority over him, but I am also learning as much as he is learning, and I do not always get it right, and I often am wrong. And so it's just so humbling to, oh man, these guys are tussling next to me.
Ew.
Yeah, that's his tail. And Liam loves to act like a dog. That's literally his favorite thing to do. But yeah, motherhood is really beautiful and wonderful, but it's also very hard and challenging, and I'm so privileged to get to be a mom. And another thing that I've been really working on shifting, a habit that I have, is to tell Liam, don't do this, don't do that, you know, and like framing it from a negative perspective of don't. And I've been trying to shift that to do this and do that, and not coming at it from that negative perspective, because it's actually amazing. If I tell him don't do this or don't do that, whatever I'm telling him not to do, he is so much faster to actually disobey and continue doing the thing that I'm telling him not to do. And if I say do this or do that, what he hears is he hears me saying I'm trying to tell him to do the thing that I want him to do and not to do the thing that I'm not wanting him to do. I know it sounds so confusing, but I've experimented, and he obeys so much faster when I say do this instead of don't do this. And like, for example, if he was spilling dog food, and if I say don't spill dog food, what he hears is me saying, he doesn't hear the don't part, he hears the spill dog food part, and so he's so much faster to continue spilling. But if I say leave the dog food in the bowl, he hears, oh, I'm supposed to leave it in the bowl, and so then he will stop much faster. So it's just fun learning all these different things, and I feel like he's making so many advancements. And I'm sorry if this chewing is annoying. Wince is probably teething. The dog's name is Wince. And he is probably teething, and so he is just chewing like crazy. I know that I might seem like a terrible mom for letting him cry on the floor, but I honestly have no idea why he's mad. And sometimes the best thing to do is let him cry it out, just let him alone. And then, like, he's starting to calm down slowly but surely, and then he'll be fine again. But at the moment, he's just not accepting of anything from me. And 2 minutes later, he's fine again. Over the month that I had a break, I also did a caffeine fast. And so just a few days ago, I started drinking coffee again. And I learned that I do not like drinking coffee first thing in the morning. I like to wait until mid-morning, maybe even noon. And so it's like almost 11 o'clock. And I'm also starving hungry right now. So I'm going to have something to eat, and I'm going to start my coffee. I just remembered that we ate all the food last night that I made for supper, and so I'm gonna have to make some grilled cheese or something like that for us for lunch. You want a grilled cheese? Guess he's...
Raisins.
Oh, you want raisins. Okay. And here's the grilled cheese. This is my first coffee of the day. And another thing that happened in November, obviously, was the election. And I know I didn't talk about that yet, so I'm just going to say I'm thankful that the results turned out the way that they did. I am happy that Trump got elected. I just pray for him all the time that God would protect him and that he would have wisdom to lead this country well. And I want to remind you that Trump is not the answer to this country, and Jesus is the only one who is the true answer. And I believe that Trump is a man who will bring great change to America, and he will be a man who will lead America well. I do believe that, but I also know that Trump is not perfect, and he's not Jesus. I wanted to read Psalm 91 because it's just so beautiful, and it's just such a good reminder in these times of who is actually in control. So Psalm 91, and I'm reading the NLT. Those who live in the shelter of the Most High will find rest in the shadow of the Almighty. This I declare about the Lord. He alone is my refuge, my place of safety. He is my God, and I trust him. For he will rescue you from every trap and protect you from deadly disease. He will cover you with his feathers. He will shelter you with his wings. His faithful promises are your armor and protection. Do not be afraid of the terrors of the night, nor the arrow that flies in the day. Do not dread the disease that stalks in darkness, nor the disaster that strikes at midday. Though 1,000 fall at your side, though 10,000 are dying around you, these evils will not touch you. Just open your eyes and see how the wicked are punished. If you make the Lord your refuge, if you make the Most High your shelter, no evil will conquer you, no plague will come near your home, for he will order his angels to protect you wherever you go. They will hold you up with their hands, so you won't even hurt your foot on a stone. You will trample upon lions and cobras. You will crush fierce lions and serpents under your feet. The Lord says, I will rescue those who love me. I will protect those who trust in my name. When they call on me, I will answer. I will be with them in trouble. I will rescue and honor them. I will reward them with a long life and give them my salvation. When I read the verse, you will trample upon lions and cobras. You will crush fierce lions and serpents under your feet. I remembered in the beginning of the Bible, in Genesis, when Eve sinned and then the fall came and God punished them by giving them the consequences of their sin. He told them that one day they would crush the serpent under their foot or something like that. I can put the verse on the screen. That just makes me think about how the biggest battle in America that we are fighting is sin. That's the biggest battle, and normalizing sin and making it a normal occurrence to be living in sin, that is the biggest danger that is in America. And so I just want to remind you to read the Bible every day, pray, and spend time with God, because that's what it's all about. And we need to make sure that we are listening to his voice, because in Matthew 25, the parable of the 10 virgins, we know that only those who had their lamps filled with oil were the ones who went into the wedding feast. And so I'm making sure that I have my oil filled up, and I want to remind you guys to do the same. Make sure you keep your lamps full of oil and allow the Holy Spirit to lead you in your decisions, because that's the only way we're going to make it. Like, it's not through following Trump, even though I'm thankful he got in. I definitely think he was the better candidate of the two, for sure. And I'm thankful. But I also Jesus is the only answer for this nation.
Boat. There. Button tails way fire. Sway. Bed. The bed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 7, 3. 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got it. Yeah, 1. 9. 12. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10. 10. 1, 10. Drink. Biscuit. Biscuit. Baby Bobby. Good night, biscuit.
I think Liam likes this book just because there's pancakes in it.
Hey. Big pancake.
What's she putting on the pancake? Syrup.
Syrup.
Now she's gonna take a bath because she's all sticky. I just fed my sourdough starter and I remembered that I started this like beginning of December last year. So this is technically 1 year old now. So that is so cool. And I have actually started making kefir, I'm not sure how you say it. But it doesn't look like it's ready yet because it's cooler here. So I feel like it needs more time. I just invested in a bunch of jars. I just got them at Walmart and I have been waiting to do this for so long and I finally just did it and I'm so happy. And I've been making ginger beer too and I'm so excited because just look at that carbonation, all those bubbles. That's gonna be good, and when you smell it, it smells really nice and spicy. On my agenda for this afternoon is to clean the kitchen and possibly some of the cupboards, especially this one. I feel like it's just a mess. Hello. Okay, what do you have in your mouth? Open. Oh! He's just eating grilled cheese. I thought he was chewing on a wad of Play-Doh. Whoops. My bad. I'm sorry. You're just eating lunch. You know what? These pans are the ones that are just too big for my oven, so I keep them in storage. But I should keep this with my cookie sheet that I can use because that way we can make cupcakes more often. think Liam would like that. That feels so much better, having things more organized. I feel like I use the bowls and then this the most often, so I keep that at the front, and then I occasionally use the mandolin, occasionally use these things, so I keep them kind of in the back. And then the 9x13 pan right here, I use that pretty often, so I just keep it at the top so it's easy to reach in and grab. And then some other things that I don't use very often, and this I don't use very often. So I feel like I'm always reorganizing. And then the rice cooker there, I can just quickly grab it. This doesn't really fit very much. There's kind of like a lot of this kind of stuff in here, so I just like put this little thing in here in my pitcher. Other than that, I just can't really fit much under there. But this works. I can fit most of my stuff up here, so that's good. This project here was bugging me for so long, and I was just putting it off. But it literally took me like maybe 15 minutes. Like it went so fast. I don't know why I didn't do it before, but it just feels like a good thing to get off my shoulders. All done. So this cupboard here is where we store all of our cups, and I'm pretty sure it must have leaked back there when it rained. I mean, you can see the little crack there. I wonder if that's from the outside of the camper. It probably leaked there, because I also found this was in the back of the cupboard. That is so nasty. I'm gonna clean that for sure, but that obviously leaked a little bit. But I'm finding stuff in the back that I forgot we even had, like these goblets and this little mug. And these are, Mike must have saved this at one point. It was in there, and Mike 3D printed these little shot glasses and Yoda and this one. But these are all the cups. Just gotta put them back now. The more that I learn about mindset is the more it just goes into into literally everything. Like even cleaning. I feel like I struggle with just putting it off because I don't feel like doing it. But then as soon as I really get into it, I'm like, wow, I'm having so much fun. And it took me like less than an hour to do all the cupboards. I did this, got all of our, like, I don't know, feels like it's kind of random stuff. And I did the bottom part. And I even did all the cups, and I did all the plates and the ones down here. The only ones that I'm not doing are these, because as you can see, they are just all broken and Mike needs to fix them. There is stuff in it, but I just am going to not touch them for now because they are so broken. But anyways, it took me such a little amount of time to just whip through and get them clean, and now they're clean and I don't have to worry about it for a while. Oh, you okay, buddy? You get some owies? He's so brave, trying so hard Do you need kisses?
Need the hug.
Oh, you need a hug. Oh. So anyways, as I was saying, the mindset switch that I would do is to stop thinking, oh, this is going to take me an hour to do. I don't have time, to switch that with, oh, this is only going to take me an hour and I do have time and I can just quickly go through and wipe all the cupboards out and it'll feel so much better on the other side of it. So I think that's something I really have to work on. Guys, let me tell you about a miracle that happened today. My kitchen is clean. This wouldn't be a complete video about a day in the life with my toddler if we didn't talk about poop. He's doing so well with potty training, but every once in a while he still poops his pants, and so I just had to clean up some poop. Well, everybody, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and learned something new. And I'm getting started on cooking supper, so I think I'm going to close the vlog for today. But thanks so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.